Hello, this is a beginner's guide to past life regression. My name is Sana Green and I am a hypnotist, quantum healing hypnosis technique practitioner. And today I'm going to tell you 3 points that can give you all the information you need to know for your beginner's guide to past life regression. I'm going to tell you what a past life regression is, how you can get into a past life regression, what it's like to be in a past life regression, and why it's important for Black women to have a past life regression. All right, so a past life regression is the awareness of yourself in another life. That's it. The awareness of yourself in another life. How can you get into a past life regression? Well, there are several ways. You can go to a past life through meditation, through hypnosis, through dreams, or you might have a spontaneous memory of another life that you've lived. So all of those are ways that you can get into a past life regression. Now, if you are a meditator, the goal generally of meditation is to get into a brainwave state where you can be very relaxed. Oh, I should go back and tell you the different brainwave states. So there are several brainwave states, and the main one is beta. Beta is when you're wide awake. Right now, you're wide awake. And that's the one brainwave state that we're in a lot of the time. Alpha is the next level. It is a state of hypnosis, but you're not fully under. It's a light level of hypnosis, and for the most part, if you're doing a meditation or a group meditation, you're probably going to stay in this level. When I do group meditations, people stay in this alpha state. And then there's theta. Theta is the state that you're in just before you go to sleep at night and just after you wake up in the morning. And then there's delta. Delta is when you're completely asleep. So those are the 4 brainwave states, and there are a number of ways to get into those brainwave states. So anytime you close your eyes, you're in a state of hypnosis. It's a light level, but it's a state of hypnosis because you're closing one of your senses. So all of your senses are not awake and active as when you're in delta, like I am right now. Now, hypnosis is really easy. You could put yourself into hypnosis, and you really are not going to be hypnotized unless you want to be. And so you don't really have to be under somebody's guidance in order to connect to a past life, because you can close your eyes and lay down, be in a deep state of relaxation, and access a past life. You can do it through meditation. Sometimes maybe you find a meditation online and you can do that. You can do guided meditation. You can possibly be in a situation that feels familiar, and that ignites some memory. That's when you have a spontaneous memory, or you could just have a sense of something. So maybe it's nothing concrete, but you have a sense of some kind of awareness, some kind of memory, some type of familiarity with a situation, with a person, with a plant, with a kind of food, with a kind of spice, because all of your senses can give you information. Taste, touch, smell, hearing, seeing. All of those senses can help you to recall a past life. So when you close your eyes, you're in a state of hypnosis. Every time you listen to music, some people are listening to music, they have those earbuds in their ears, and you have to ask several times. I know maybe this is one of my pet peeves. I'm out in the grocery store or something. I'm asking for something, and the people have those earbuds in their ears, and they're like in another world. They're in a state of hypnosis. In a state of hypnosis. When you're watching television, probably within 2 minutes, you fall into a state of hypnosis. When you're driving, you're in a state of hypnosis. So these are all times when you could access a past life, because your brain is not consciously active with being awake, with hearing, with gaining awareness of the environment to keep you safe, to give you stimuli so that you can make decisions and choices about should you go there, should you go there. So your all of your senses help to give information so that you can understand life and be safe. So you can get into a past life through spontaneous memory, through a state of hypnosis, through meditation, or through a dream. You may actually go to a dream and see yourself in another time, in another place. I don't know if you're like me, but I was raised, and maybe it's your grandmother, but my mother just talked just matter-of-factly about people who have passed over, about playing numbers, playing the dead row, like she had a dream and she wants to play, she's going to play the number, go to play the, this is when the numbers runners picked up numbers from people personally before the lottery system took over that whole business. But so she would say, oh yeah, I'm going to play the dead row. It's so number. There were churches that would give you numbers based on things that happened. I mean, playing numbers and being interconnected to the spirit world is a natural part of Black culture, Black American culture. It's a natural part. So you may be like me, where the whole notion of past life is really not that far-fetched, because I've been hearing about it all my life. Oh, I think that's Aunt Bert came to do whatever, our ancestor who has passed over. So really the veil between those who are living and those who have passed on, or your past life and your current life, is really not that thick if you really think about it. So it's really easy to get to a past life. And now I should say, you may want to have a past life regression. You may imagine or think that you have had a particular life as a king or queen, and maybe you have. However, if it's appropriate for you to remember it, then your higher self will allow that to happen. So also, some people, some souls that are incarnating now have not had past lives. And then on the other hand, some souls that are incarnating now have lived multiple lives, and they're coming back now because they need to heal things that happened, or they came to be a part of the ascension process. So the ascension process includes being able to heal from lives that you may have had that have caused you trauma. So what happens when you're in a past life? When you're in the past life, you may actually feel the emotions that you felt in that life. You may be able to taste the food, to hear the music, to make love, just as if you are that person, and the emotion and the feeling comes to you just as if it is happening right now in your life, because actually it is. When you go to that memory, it is happening right now. So it can be really helpful to have those emotions. Those emotions can totally transmute limiting beliefs that you may have. You may feel like you will never be loved or have never been loved. And then you go to a past life where you're surrounded by love, where you feel the love in your being. And once you feel it in your being, this happened to me, once you feel it in your being, you're like, oh wait, I'm not as decrepit as I was thinking I was. So you can feel it in your being. And often this can be really wonderful. On the other hand, you may go to a traumatic situation and you may wake up, startled. And so in that case, you would need to take the time to process through it. You would need to understand, maybe journal and process through exactly what happened and try to put it into context. Now, if you're working with a hypnotist or with a past life regression person, then they would help you be guided through the process so that it takes some of the sting out of the trauma that you may be experiencing. While you're in the past life, you will be able to possibly see someone who you are now in a life with, and perhaps even understand why you're having the challenges that you're having, or why you love the person so much. The person could have been your daughter in another life. And that gives you some context and helps you understand that often souls incarnate together and come back multiple times and have lives together and play different roles in the life. But I'm kind of getting beyond myself. But anyway, that's for another video. Why is it important for Black women to have past life regressions? As I mentioned, some people are reincarnating now because they came to be a part of the change. If you are feeling that you are being called, that you're having a spiritual awakening, then you might have been a priestess, a witch, a healer, a herbalist, or some other type of mystical woman who was persecuted or had to escape or ran, or you existed at a time when spirituality and mysticism and healing and the understanding of energy and crystals and herbs was really more integrated into how people lived. And many Black women are those people who were the healers before. And so we're coming back now. We want to help. We want to be healers now. And there might be something blocking. It might be another life, something that happened in the past life that needs to be processed in order for you to be able to show up fully as this mystical woman in this life, as the healer in your family. All right, so that's what a past life regression is. It's a state of deep relaxation where you recall yourself in another life. Now, you kind of have to believe that your spirit is eternal in order to fully grasp this concept. If you have any questions or you'd like to get more information, you can reach out to me at sana@centerherpower, or go to my website, centerherpower.com. I'm also on Instagram, which is the past lives of Black folk. Thanks so much for watching.